If you're looking to make solar simple, give Ron Domenico with AD Energy a call. All-day energy made simple. Solar solutions with zero down, options to lease or finance, and roofs and trees are no issue. Call Ron Domenico at 609-226-2802 and tell him you saw him on the Sports Box.
Well, hello again, and welcome to the show that won't quit on you even on Sundays. This is the Sports Box, where the only opinion that matters is right here. I am Mike Galetta, a.k.a. Hamilton Mike, along with my partner, Brian, the Ranger Tar. Brian, another great episode.
Good start. All right, let's go.
All right, and today we're going to talk about the NHL trade the New York Islanders and the Edmonton Oilers just made. The New York Islanders acquired Jordan Eberle from Edmonton in exchange for forward Ryan Strome. Brian, I kind of like the deal a little bit. Rangers get Jordan Eberle, good player.
Well, I wish the Rangers did was actually the Islanders. He'd love to be a New York Ranger. I'd love to be a Ranger.
Yeah.
However, he is on the island. Interesting deal, Mike. I think it's a money deal.
Yeah.
Edmonton was looking to shed some cap space as they're looking to obviously lock up McDavid long term.
And Jordan is a little bit of a cash hit for them.
Well, it's $6 million. And I think what's interesting too is if you look at kind of what the Islanders are doing, they're kind of positioning themselves to give Tavares a reason to stay next year.
Yep.
Because his deal's up, and there's a lot of speculation that he might not want to come back.
And if you're Edmonton, you got to kind of try to keep him somehow, some way. I think.
Well, the Islanders.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I mean. The Islanders. They got to keep.
You got those early '80s Cup Finals in your head, I think. Going on. No, and I agree. You give up a guy in Strome, 23-year-old kid, 2011 fifth overall pick. I mean, again, he's probably who could possibly be a Jordan Eberle in a couple of years, but he's not quite there. So for the Islanders, getting a wing of Eberle's caliber is fantastic. Again, $6 million a year. He's got 1 year left. He's got this year and next year left on his deal. But it's a money deal. And you look at it from the Edmonton standpoint, again, a lot of these stars, Mike, that are going to come due for contracts, again, you talk about McDavid, you talk about Jesse Puljujarvi, you talk about Leon Draisaitl. They need money. And they got to clear some of this off if they intend to keep this team together. Yeah. So it makes sense. From that standpoint, it'll be real curious. Really see how Eberle does. He's been looking to potentially be traded. Interesting, the Oilers seem to be getting rid of the guys that the last kind of group brought in.
Yeah, after that big run last year, you think it would never be that way. But
well, Taylor Hall was moved prior to the season. Now here's Eberle out. Yeah. Yakupov obviously flamed out.
Yeah.
Pardon the pun, Calgary in Edmonton. So, I get it. I think I see what the Islanders are doing. I mean, obviously we're going to talk about the Islanders again later in another thing there, but. Again, the Islanders are looking to make the playoffs again. Eberle's a great kid. He's still young, only 27. I'll be curious to see again if this leads to Tavares really putting some stock in what they're doing.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good for the Islander fans to see that they're trying to keep their star. They have to keep Tavares. There's no ifs, ands, or about that. They lose Tavares. That's a huge blow to the Islanders and a big step backwards. But
for sure,
we will see. Remember, folks, you can always get us on social media if you need to.
Absolutely. Twitter and Facebook, you can find us both at Sportsbox Show. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please do to our great YouTube channel. Please do it before the end of the show.
And always remember, at the Sports Box, the only opinion that matters is right here. Thanks for watching. See you.
This episode of the Sports Box is brought to you by Mic'd Up Entertainment and DJ Mike Velardi. For all of your event planning needs, make sure you contact Mike at 609-864-5925 and tell him that you saw him on the Sports Box.
1, 2, 3.
Don't forget to subscribe.